I've been wanting to record for a while now, and I totally haven't been doing multiple attempts of this video but trying to give you a little recap of what happened. The ghost that appeared in the Nuxtaku video won't be appearing anymore. I know she only appeared sporadically in the first place, but yeah, she's doing better things. Like I heard there's a book being done about her, or her alive. It's some old thing. So anyway, I began to feel lonely when she left, and we found a new spirit, and now it's complete. Instead of it being like a last resort thing, now it's a more permanent affair. And yeah, complicated some and stuff, but I'm really excited to be back making videos now. Today's video is about a guy that looks like he's been punched in the eyes twice. Rebeltaxi. Besides his hat that looks like he skinned an Umbreon, Rebeltaxi is a YouTuber that mainly talks about stuff like cartoons, and he's another YouTuber that has done everything. There are some YouTubers that have formulas and don't get into anything at the time, will have formulas and keep doing that formula. I'm a good example of that. I wouldn't say good, but I do film for his finest for YouTubers I want to talk about. But Rebeltaxi is another one of those YouTubers that have done everything. And I really, really admire those channels. If I weren't doing this series, I would probably be doing multiple things. Don't get me wrong, he's still the best person I can compare him to is Lord Nuxnor himself, because he's basically a cartoon channel version of him. They've both got characters that mix inspirations and all that jazz. Rebeltaxi's, I think, one of the few YouTubers that come up when genre on YouTube. The only other one I can compare him to is for theories, game theory. When you think of channels that work on theories, you think of game theory. Might get another video sometime, but yeah. But what I really like about Rebeltaxi is that his videos feel like nothing else. There is nothing on YouTube that really compares to his channel. I think the amount of effort he puts into making a video is quite frankly astounding. He does top 10s, and when he did top 10s, his top 10s was he did the numbers in a hexagon shape. This is something that no other YouTuber. This is something that, while he's little and no one would complain if he didn't do it, the fact that he went an extra mile and did it makes his work that much better to me. As someone that's working to that big 100 video goal, I find it quite admirable to someone doing something like that, making with aesthetic fuel. I gotta say it. That's just aesthetic fueled. Pampers is one of those characters that you can tell from a distance who he is, and his drawing is really interesting with the circular theme to all of them. God damn it, I'm not good at selling stuff. I'm a terrible salesman. Trying to make this sound like I'm not just praising a channel for the sake of it. I genuinely like talking about these channels. I'm working towards that lofty goal of having 100 videos, because doing 100 videos makes it far more likely that YouTube's going to notice you. And B, I want to have 100 videos done on my channel. And personally, I quite frankly want to believe that there's 100 channels out there that need talking about. Pampers, he uses hexagons in his videos and the colour blue, often putting a blue tint on things to avoid copyright, but ends up giving his channel an aesthetic fueled theme. And never mind his new intro, that's basically a throwback fest. Anyone who remembers Blockbuster, the first Pokemon intro, almost knows most of the references in Pampers' intro. But the fact that is that nostalgic, really comes to make his channel gives it a nostalgic feeling whenever you watch it, which is odd because Pampers is not old enough for me to hold nostalgia. Yeah, I feel it every time I watch one of his videos. He's really good at doing and the Pizza Party podcast, which I gotta admit I gotta get into watching, because some of my favourite YouTubers of all time have been on the podcast. And side note, I really, really want a Nuxtaku and Pampers, Nuxtaku to be a guest on one of the podcasts. I just think that'll be fun together, and I want to see what Nux looks like in Pampers' style. How can I say stuff about saying like. God damn it. Oh, I'm going to be saying like all the time. But yeah, Pan Pizza has a really good all bluish aesthetic with hints of yellow, purples, and even whites. Like, when I watch Pan Pizza, I associate them with the blue colour. You know, like some YouTubers brands are associated with colours, like Markiplier is red, Jacksepticeye is green, PewDiePie is blue. It really makes them stand out a lot more when compared to the other cartoon channels, which, not to mock any of them, but I'd say Pan Pizza was the only one I really remember after a while. Like, I remember there was one guy that just had lots of drama for some reason, and I can't remember because I don't really look into drama. I didn't on surface level, but yeah, I gotta admit I want to get into Pizza Party podcast, mostly because I don't really watch that many podcasts. And you know what? I might watch one while I'm doing audio for this video. I remember the only one I really watched was the one with Jordan underneath because it's my favourite YouTuber. I wish I could be more in it. Anyway, that's all for this video as of now. I'm now on to editing and all that. Hope you have a good day and subscribe to Pan Pizza. See you on the next video. Bye-bye.